things that inspire you, that create a spark within here. Let it depart into a gentle flicker and do whatever you've got to do to nurture that. Whether that be eating healthily or pursuing what your passion is, do it. And it's okay to be afraid. Don't let fear hold you back, because it's okay to be afraid. It's when we're afraid of being afraid that we get held back. Just put yourself through it, and sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to put yourself through it, because you've got to be in it to win it. For a very long time, I suffered from something known as paralysis, and it's where you're constantly afraid that you're not going to be able to urinate. And it would stop me from going out and being around people, because I'd be in a group of people, I'd need the toilet, and then there's that fear that I'm going to go into the toilet, I'm not going to be able to pass water, I'm going to go back in the group, and everyone's going to be thinking I'm a weirdo, everyone's going to be thinking, what's wrong with Mike? Mike's a bit quiet, isn't he? Because I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. But I just got to the point where I realised I was avoiding it. And when you avoid it, when you avoid certain situations, you reinforce your comfort zone. And I stopped doing that, and my life changed. You got to be in it to win it. You got to put yourself in it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to find a situation that you feel awkward in. Just live your life how you want to live it, doing what you want to do. And I know it can seem like it's easier said than done, but once you start to move in that direction, anything that comes up where you feel afraid, it's a case of feeling the fear and just doing it anyway. And that's really helped me through a lot of things in my life. So you are the path. It's you are the path. Your life contains within it the wisdom, the lessons that are available to you to learn and experience and take on your next journey. If you don't get through it all in this life, it's okay, you get another chance. That's my belief anyway. But it's best to take the opportunity now while we have a body and we can do it now. There's no better time like the present. What's really helped me is the attitude of I ain't gonna give up. And I used to listen to a lot of hip hop, but I'd listen to the good hip hop. You gotta dig deep to find the good hip hop, but it is out there. And it's a case of tick tock, you don't stop, because life just keeps on going. Life goes on. I remember 10 years ago I was walking outside and I was listening to some beats, and I had all this stuff going on in my head, paranoia. I couldn't even go to the toilet in my own flat because I felt like the world was watching and the world was listening. All kinds of feelings of unworthiness and inadequacy. And I was listening to my beats, and I looked up and I saw a bird just gliding. And for that moment, I realised it was all in my head. I realised that there was something that was bigger than my problems. And it's in the air. It's like that Bob Marley track, there's a natural mystic flowing through the air. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. And we go through life like headless chickens, running around, pursuing a lot of ego-driven goals. And it can be quite uncomfortable to drop the image. If you've had an image of you having a six-pack or the perfect body, whatever that is, it can be hard to drop that because we think we're going to find ourselves in those goals, but that's not where you reside. So it's a case of coming home to yourself. And that's what I've been doing. I've been coming home because it's like I have to ask myself, why am I trying to live up to standards that weren't even mine in the first place? When I was a little toddler, a little boy running around, I didn't have all these issues with how I look or my bank balance and all that. Those are other people's standards. Live by your own standards and walk your own path, because really this is something that we all do alone. But we can find camaraderie in community, and I'm really grateful for this YouTube community and knowing that, you know, we're all out here making sense of what's going on, learning to master the mind and the body, and allowing this powerful computer to work for us. Imagination.